I'm Angie Bruss, and you're watching The Play. I'm joined by assistant local editor for the Oklahoman, Nick Trougakos, as well as sports editor Mike Sherman. Now, each afternoon, editors with the Oklahoman will join us to talk about the next day's headlines. This is great. We've got a lot going on, guys. Thank you so much for joining me.
Sure.
All right, well, coming up in Thursday's Oklahoman, an update on the case involving Justin Adams. Weather, a preview of the Thunder Spurs game, and the future of Marcus Smart. That's a lot. That's a lot in one show. Let's get to it. All right, a new arrest in the case of Jamie Adams means charges against her husband were amended. Justin Adams was facing first-degree murder charges in connection with the death of his pregnant wife in 2011. However, we've learned there is another suspect. Nick, what's the latest in this case?
Yeah, we had an arrest last night of a Skytook man named Joseph Sir. He was transferred to Oklahoma County today, and we're expecting that by the end of the day, first-degree murder charges will be filed against this new suspect in the case, which is a big change from where we had in the past. The husband, as a lot of people remember, was initially charged. Charges were dropped against him and amended to manslaughter now. So we'll be reporting on what's going on at court with that, and possibly if it gets to the trial stage.
All right. Well, now, after months of clear blue skies, clouds are hovering over the Sooner State, bringing much needed rain. We definitely need that rain. Now, how has the recent precipitation impacted the drought?
Well, it's been cold and rainy, but that has actually brightened spirits for some people. We talked to a extension service person out in McLean County who said that some parts of the states are seeing upwards of 3 inches of rain over the past couple days. And what that's doing is it's creating a runoff that's leading to some of the ponds and streams that we've seen, dried out here in the past year or so to start to actually fill up again. So we're going to be looking at that in tomorrow's paper, and hopefully they're not saying Drought Buster,
right,
but they are saying that we are seeing an improvement in the drought conditions.
I know, it's been a great rain for sure, and let's just hope Lake Hefner gets some much needed help as well. That one's a tough one. That one definitely has a dry patch. All right, well, a big matchup for the Thunder Thursday evening as they take on the San Antonio Spurs. The winner of the game could secure the top spot in the Western Conference. Now, where does the race for the top stand, and why is it significant?
Well, it's significant in that the winner would get the Western Conference home court advantage throughout the playoffs. However, that wasn't very significant last year. You remember, the Spurs won 24-27 down the stretch, took the home court advantage away from the Thunder. The Thunder goes down there in the Western Conference Finals, beats the Spurs in Game 5, comes back here and wins it in Game 6. So the home court advantage was insignificant in that series. This year, the Spurs lead by 1 game going into Thursday night's game at Chesapeake Energy Arena, and there's 8 games left. I think the Thunder plays and acts like it really wants that home court advantage. With the Spurs, you never know. They rest their stars. They may rest their stars again Thursday night. To the Spurs, it doesn't seem that important, and last year, as it turned out, it wasn't.
All right, well, a lot of college athletes are deciding whether to declare for the NBA draft, and one of those players is Oklahoma State's Marcus Smart. Now, how are Smart, his family, and his coach, Travis Ford, handling the looming decision?
Angie, John Helzer, our Oklahoma State beat writer, has got a story for that on Thursday morning's paper. And basically what Travis Ford's doing is preparing a PowerPoint presentation to show Smart sort of the pros and the cons. The pros will no doubt be sort of the feeling that Smart gets from playing at Oklahoma State. The kid loves it. He's the kind of player who likes being there. Phil Forte, the shooting guard, was his best friend, one of the big reasons why he came to Oklahoma State. But there's the NBA draft money luring out there. He could be the number 1 pick overall by some projections, number 2 by others. Usually guys in that position go, but Oklahoma State's counting on this fact that Marcus Smart just isn't any other guy.
Well, thanks, Nick and Mike. You can find all those stories and more in Thursday's edition of the Oklahoman and online at newsok.com. And many of our readers were interested in General Electric's new energy research center. It was one of the top stories on newsok.com Wednesday. GE announced it will build a $110 million global research facility in Oklahoma. The facility will be dedicated to driving innovation and technological advancements in the oil and natural gas sector. The center will employ at least 125 people in high-tech engineering jobs. Now, other headlines that grabbed your attention, we noticed 2 more executives will leave Chesapeake Energy Corporation at the beginning of next month. Senior Vice Presidents Tom Price and Henry Hood will be leaving the company on May 3rd. The announcement came just 2 days after co-founder Aubrey McClendon left the energy company. And Jay Leno will be leaving The Tonight Show. The longtime talk show host announced Wednesday he will end his 2-decade run in the spring of 2014. Jimmy Fallon will take over Leno's duties after his exit. Thank you so much for joining me.
Sure.